be okay with that too.
I feel like I could definitely get to that. I don't know. I feel like we live in such crazy times that like my mindset is about living in the moment. It's obviously very, very crucial to think about
Okay,
the future,
darlings,
but I'm more about,
let's
like, living in the
get
present,
right
enjoying what
into
you
it.
have, like,
We
you
are
know, living
doing
it
a
up while you
review
can, because you really never
of Love
know.
is
And in
Blind
a sense,
Season
it's a good thing
6.
to kind
It's
of
your
rub off on
resident
you, because I feel like
snarky
you're way
auntie,
more frugal. So
Sarsci
like I feel like
Royale.
you should,
What else do we
you know, live it
do?
up. It
You
is
know,
nice to enjoy like
you've had a
some of
long
the good things
day
that we have.
and
I'm not saying I'm like never like do anything. Like, I still
you
want to
start
like
watching
travel trips
Netflix
too,
and
but
Oh,
like,
you
100%.
I really want to just be able to say like, hey,
browse
like
through
50 years old, like
new
that's
videos
it.
or
I get like actually be
new
there for the kids and like
shows.
enjoy that time.
And of
Yeah.
course,
Like,
who
that's
doesn't
one of the
already
things
know at
as
this
far
point?
as, like, make
Love
sure
is
that
blind.
I'm kind of secure
And
before
before I
ever
forget, if you like the review,
I feel like we're on the
leave a
same page
comment,
in terms of our timeline.
click
I
that
told
like
you
button, and
it's
also
not happening for like
let's
another
be
5
YouTube
years.
friends.
Yes.
That's the goal.
If you don't mind subscribing to my Teensy Weensy channel,
The birth
I greatly
control
appreciate
thing
it.
is like,
But, you know,
still a thing that I feel
it's
like we still
all
have to
up
figure out
to
like a
Yes.
plan
you.
for.
I think
And
the
with
next big
that,
jump for us really
how
right
is your
now is
Thursday
to,
coming
to buy
along?
a
My
house,
Thursday has
Yeah.
been, actually
but
my week
not
has
to, like,
been,
support a child. If like we do something like,
yeah.
there's like a you get pregnant or
That's
something
on
happens,
the
like,
professional front. The personal front
it's one of those
is
things where, like, I
nice
wanna
and
make sure
comfy
everything
and
is just good
cozy,
first before doing
and
that.
I
Like, every single year we
am
take
in love,
basically a
and
brand
I
new
remain
wardrobe,
in
so
love. You see,
their food, like
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
it's a
little
lot.
things, like,
I should go write a
it's-
book. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
like, I
Anywho,
don't want something like
we
that
are
because
here
that's
I know.
the way I
with
grew up, and I wanna make sure it's a little bit
finally
different for them too.
the
And, I mean,
reveal
like, I feel like we
that
come from very
damn near the
similar
whole world
upbringings,
has been waiting
so
for.
I'm the same way.
The reveal.
Literally could happen.
Yes. Without further
9
ado,
months from now, we got a little.
this title is called
John Jr. coming
She Lied
through.
to Me, but I am
That's a
titling
problem.
it
I'd be terrified.
She Lied
Like,
to You,
let's say
dude.
hypothetically in 1 year.
Oh, yes, she did.
Yeah.
We get pregnant
And
accidentally.
you guys know who we're speaking of.
I
Chelsea,
feel like,
the
yeah, it would be a lot,
aka Megan, not
but,
the
like, we
Fox.
still would have a home, and like we would, like, we
It's kind of
could
interesting
take
because
care
the
of a
episode
child
opens with
if
Jimmy
we're
opining
in the
that
best
he really
ideal
truly
financial
wanted to be
situation.
or wants to be
And
with
that's what's telling
Chelsea,
the pod, like, I don't
or
want
give
that.
the world to Chelsea.
Someone I was, like, in
And
love with, or, like,
then, you know, he
relationship
sees an
with,
incredible
was
life with
almost
her.
always on
I mean,
birth.
look,
Like, that's how it was in the past.
I
maybe
think
this is
that's
the reason why he
honestly,
chose
like,
her, right?
our version.
I'm
Like,
really
because
hoping that
I
he
don't know
didn't
if I
choose
wanna
her
get on birth control just
for the
yet.
reason simply that she commented that she looks like
I know I mentioned
the celebrity
vasectomy.
Megan Fox.
I know it is. It's always like an option too.
I
It's not
feel
just
like
the
that
girls
comment
too, so, like,
definitely
I don't want to,
played
like, make
in
it
Jimmy's
seem like I'm
mind.
saying, like,
And oh
like, do
my
this, like,
gosh,
is the only way
is
that
he
they, like,
in
do things,
for
because
a
it's
surprise
not.
of a lifetime?
I feel
Oh,
like Johnny's fear about
Uh,
the whole
for her
kid
part,
situation
Chelsea
is,
does
like,
share,
a
you
lot
know,
to
flight attendants, they tend to lead lonely lives because of the travel requirements
I
of
don't
their
think we're
jobs.
gonna
I
wait
mean,
until, like, we're not,
I
don't
can
think we're gonna
imagine
wait
that
until
because,
marriage.
like,
I'm just,
imagine
I feel
having
like
very
Johnny's
limited
really
time to
I don't know,
actually
I feel like using
cultivate
protection,
romance
like,
with
that's not
anyone,
enough.
like
I've never
true
been on birth
romance
control.
with
Like, I
anyone.
had talked to my gynecologist. It is
As
ideal to
you
be on
know,
birth control.
someone who
Doesn't
doesn't
have
have a
to
hub,
we
and
get
or like
infusions. I am
your hub is
anemic.
probably
It
like
would be
clear
ideal to
across
do
the
that.
continent,
But
and then you have to
I
fly across
like how
the other
regular
way,
everything is
the
with my
continent,
system. I don't want to alter anything.
because you need
And
to, you know, you want to
it
meet
is
with
a
your
lot
like
as a woman to like make these decisions.
beloved.
And
I
I
mean,
talked to Johnny,
Jesus,
I was like,
at the
you
very
know, men
least,
can also give vasectomy.
you'll be racking up
And
some
there is a
serious
risk
freaking
in it,
flyer
but
miles. Okay.
I aspire to be a mom.
But you know, it
I'm
really
excited to be
still, it
dad.
does
I feel
not
like
excuse her
we
comment that she looks like Megan
amazing
Fox.
parents together. I totally see it.
Girl,
We are
I
just
feel
fearful
like
of it happening.
Netflix
I think that's like
should cut a
the
check for Miss
roadblock right
Fox
now, and I
because
think that's something
she has been on
that,
people's
like, we
lips
have
and minds
to,
in this season
you know,
alone. Like, holy cow.
I didn't
Like,
think it was
hello.
this big of a deal.
But before all of that, let's give it to my
There's a
boy
lot of
Trevor.
fears. There's a
Trevor,
lot of fears that exist.
he was confident in his feelings about Chelsea.
I
He,
think
like,
it's
you
one of
know,
those
he
things
would
that we
tell
have
her
to,
he
like,
loves
research
her. And
and
honestly,
kind of
Chelsea
figure
was
out a
driving me
solution
crazy because she was
pretty
beating around the bush.
before the
Even
wedding.
going as far as saying that Trevor would fit into her life so perfectly and so
We
well,
need to figure out something before we,
except
Actually, get
she
that.
just couldn't give Trevor all of her right now. Like, what the hell does that mean?
It's a
Girl,
big
you
problem.
engaged.
And we can't
Did you
like,
just
oh,
forget?
after we're married, like,
What do you
this
mean?
could be kind of like a make or break between us too.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't want
I feel like the question has to be asked, and I'm sorry. Is this the very first time Chelsea has had more than one suitor who was vying for her love? That is why she's so unsure about her emotions. Has this never happened before? Like, you know, having two men who want to date her and want to be with her in a relationship?
Let's talk about.
I
you waking
just
me
feel
up
like
last night. Let's speak on that. At
in
1:30
her hearts of
a.m.
hearts, there's still doubt.
with all the lights on.
Why? Because she dropped a damn
Correct.
comment
And I
about
had to
looking
get
like
up
some celebrity.
at 5 a.m.
And of course, that's going to weigh on people's minds, or especially on the person who, is
You
on the
said,
other side of the wall,
"Baby,"
who can't
and I
see
turned
you.
and I was like, I know
Yeah.
good well this
Yeah.
making me get up right now.
And
That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
It's a little good night.
yeah.
I want you to go back to sleep.
Why would you say
You know.
right now? I can't give you all of me right now, girl. You're leaving room for Trevor to misread or hold on to hope
How many silly goose?
when you're already engaged. If you didn't want to be engaged to Jimmy, you should have just said, "Okay, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
My hair twisted.
I don't think in the long run we would work out." Done, done, done. And you still had Trevor anyway. And it just seemed to me in that moment, she really was at a loss for words because she truly didn't want to break Trevor's heart. Because in all reality, Trevor is who she really wanted to be with. I mean, look, girl. But anyway, you sure know how to stir people's emotions into a tizzy. My goodness, this reunion is going to be fire. Except it would be
I really don't.
if the host or whoever is hosting
You know, when we do talk about
would
us,
actually ask the pertinent questions, like, dig deep.
right there with
I'm just saying.
like what we
Back to Trevor,
want out
though.
of a marriage is
Trevor.
there.
I just want to give him a hug, you guys.
Feeling
Oh,
us
so
and the
sad.
crave of,
There's,
like,
I
us
mean,
having
imagine
what we
sitting
want
there
in
all
marriage.
alone with his tears and his emotions, and the cameras are all over you.
Desire to
Like,
have it
hello.
between us.
He is so
Like, I feel like
perceptive,
that
though. He knew
desire and
Chelsea's answer
crave
to the question, how would
between
things
us,
have gone
peace.
if this was, like, if he was the first to give Chelsea his marriage speech. I'm paraphrasing here. If that would have changed Chelsea's mind. And he knew that her answer would be dead
You don't
silence.
have a crave for me. Thank you
Because
for telling me that. But I don't feel like I'm
he is
living
just like,
the crave for you. I feel like I work a lot.
he can read the room,
There are times
basically,
where
even though he's
I
the
am
only one
trying
in the
to be
room.
affectionate to
But he
you,
can
and
tell
you may feel like
by her
you
lack
don't
of
want it at the
response,
moment.
by her
Normally, like when I kiss you,
reticence,
it's like a kiss and you just
that
step back. So
she's
cool,
questioning
I'm
things.
I'm a respectful man. I'm not gonna
And
force myself or push myself up on you. I'm gonna
he
take
is
what I
correct in
see
his
so that
assessment
you are
that,
comfortable
by
with
her
that you are comfortable with, like,
silence,
proceeding.
this does not
But even
bode
last night, when I
well
woke you up, I was
as
trying to be
good
very
enough
affectionate.
answer to the
You
guy
pissed
that
me off
Chelsea
because
had
I
chosen,
was
who
in
is
that
Jimmy.
mode and you weren't.
I mean,
So when we
Trevor
talked
is
about,
right
like,
to
why I said
assume
things
Chelsea's
off the
heart
list,
is
you're
not
gonna
completely
also be
secure in
respectful
her
of
choice
the
to be
person
with
that you're
Jimmy.
playing too
Trevor,
in that role.
you need a hug, boo.
And right now, I do
This dude
feel
needs to be in The
transparent. I
Bachelor.
don't feel as
I'm
if you are
just
being
saying.
introspective
Also,
about
Jeremy and Laura
the
getting
role that you
engaged,
have
but
played for me as a man in regards to that level
I
of
don't
intimacy.
know with these two.
Because,
I don't know.
Last night, I did want to. I did want to not to do anything.
Maybe
like,
time will
sexually,
tell, but
because
I'm just not.
We have been going true. with
There's
this
not
vow to
something
each other as a
like
vow.
when I see them on the screen,
But I
it just
definitely
doesn't
came to you
elicit
and just wanted to, like,
something
love
for
on
me
you
where like I
before
want to,
did get home and
you
you
know,
see me before you went
I
back to
want
sleep.
them. I want to
You
see
wasn't
them
in
go
the
to
mindset.
distance or something like that. I just
I
don't
didn't take it
see
personal,
any
though. I expected
spark
it.
between them
You're in the zone. Like, if
outside
you're
of the
business,
snark
if you're in, like, I got
that
your
they can
business
dish
card,
out to each other.
that doesn't really give, like,
There's not,
intimacy. That doesn't really give, I
for
wanna be
me,
held, I wanna be
deep
touched. It gives,
romantic
like,
spark.
stay out of my
So,
way,
I
let me
mean,
get this
that's
stuff
just for
done.
me. Anyway, moving on
That's okay,
from them.
that's good. But that's the thing that that is how you show up often, and I've had to
Going to go back
accept that
to
sometimes.
Jimmy's
I think where I am getting the most
reaction,
concerned about
or
is
at
when
least his
questioning the
nervous
status of our relationship.
twitching. Okay, he wasn't switching, but like,
And to
he was
me,
pacing
I wonder
when
life
he was
continues to
about
happen,
to meet for the
is
first
it gonna
time
always be a question about how I
Megan
feel about
the
you?
Fox. Except
I can't talk about the current.
she
I can't
didn't
talk
turn
about
out to
the
be
current.
Megan
Like,
the
only,
Fox.
like, I
It's
can show up
a,
as me, but, like,
I don't know
you don't
what,
have a crave
a
for
different
me or
person.
us. That's true.
And in his confessional,
I'll
Jimmy
never
says that
forget it before
he,
I chose you.
prior to coming to the show, he felt that
For
looks
a
are
babe
important,
to be the thing that makes me say,
and that there needs to be a pretty decent level of attraction to form a strong connection with someone, and that echoes the sentiments from
you should have.
Dun Dun Dun
If you don't have
Clay.
that,
I mean, do these two know each other from outside the ponds? I'm just saying.
Very, very affectionate.
Jimmy, it's just lip service because you're sure You were so sure that you were gonna pounce on that, celebrity lookalike thing.
That just seems really awkward to me.
I'm just saying. Ooh, also,
I just
funny thing. Did y'all catch him call Chelsea Jessica
think
during
that
this same confessional? Child. Let's get to that dang reveal already.
I think
Oh.
it upsets me so much because
As for Chelsea,
want
though,
so
she says
badly
that sometimes guys
able
tend to be attracted to,
so much
not
of
to
that
be attracted
rage
to
that I
her,
had with you in
but
the
to
pods,
petite women
but it's just
who
scary
may
to
not
me
be as
that I
tall as
feel
she is,
like
curvy,
that I'm
or
not feeling like that consistently.
but she is resting on Jimmy's words that he doesn't care about physical appearance. But girl, you saying that guys tend to be attracted to
Even
petite
with the
girls,
promise that we made, I
and
would've
you know,
still enjoyed that temptation of
ladies
being
who
like, no, like, oh my God, like, I
are
can't,
not
like,
as curvy
holy
as you,
cow,
maybe,
the
or
desire
not
is
as tall as you.
like eating at me.
I
And so that's where I'm like,
feel like she has
what's
these
the missing piece?
deep-rooted
And I
insecurities
think
in
that's why I
her
hate
physical
this so
appearance,
much, because like
and
she's been such a good person to
maybe
me,
even
and I
emotional
think the world of you.
insecurities, because
What
the
I'm hearing
premise
from
of
you
the
in this
show
moment is the caliber
is
of
to
man
not
that
drop
you
any
are
hint
is
about your physical
whatever you need.
appearance, your
60,000
ethnicity,
what I need, but I don't feel
your
anxiety for you. That's the thing.
I guess you
That's
could
not enough
delve
for us
into
to get married.
background,
That's
but
not enough
not
for us to be like,
so much where it would
we'll work
give
it out.
away
No, it's not enough.
a picture of you, but like the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, that sort of thing. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really feeling like she really did
I'm so confident.
purposely drop that celebrity lookalike comment
Seriously, what's
because
supposed to be for me
she wasn't sure
I mean, that's just
if
how
she
God
would get
operates for
picked
me.
otherwise,
But in this
because she was
situation,
going
like,
against the prom queen,
I am confident that
Jessica,
what is before me, God is
because they
already
share the
prepared.
same
And even though I
lounge.
have
So
so much
obviously
love
she
for
knows
you,
that
and I care
Jessica
about you
looks
so much,
the opposite of how she
it's
is.
not there for
Jessica's
me in the odds.
curvy but more petite.
He's gonna
She's
prepare me
tall
for that,
and
prepare me for
curvy.
that, and us for
Chelsea
that.
is.
Yeah.
So
I will still
again,
be
yeah,
the biggest supporter of you.
that
and
was
believer in you. But I also
it.
love
It
myself
wasn't
too
good.
much, and
I
I've
would
also
not.
overcome so much just to force something.
I would
just
not
because
want to be the one
not fair to me
on the
either.
opposite end of that, on the receiving end of that, and feel like, oh my, I just got catfished. And honestly, at that moment when like the doors open, the double doors open, and it revealed like Chelsea and Jimmy on the opposite end of each other. Jimmy looked constipated. He was trying his hardest to win that Oscar award for Best Actor. He really did. And Chelsea, darling, what the hell were you trying to do? What was that run? Why were you trying to run? You were trying to run like I don't even know, like a T-Rex.
Even though it's not me, I thought
Not in those heels, girl.
Yeah.
Those heels look like they had really, really skinny heels. Heels and are you trying to break your ankles? Both of them? And honestly, there was no need for you to like run. Yeah, your running needs some help. That cutesy running thing, yeah, probably not do that again, please. Well, for his part, Jimmy was casually walking to her. Yep. But at the same time, it's like Chelsea was too preoccupied with her catch that she didn't even notice or really refuses to acknowledge it. I feel like she's gonna gloss over her lie for as long as she can. Chelsea's definitely in love with Jimmy, and of course Jimmy will. I don't know. He started to talk about how he got in his head about certain things and thought that, she did not disclose things correctly. But Chelsea expertly steered that subject to her tattoos. Okay, maybe Chelsea isn't so obtuse after all, but did you come? I caught that final sad face there when Chelsea hugged Jimmy again before they sat down on the bench. Wow, That's gold. That is TV gold, baby. It's like, I'm sure that facial expression is gonna birth all kinds of memes. Sorry, Jimmy, but it was so overwhelmed by not meeting Megan, not the fox.
I like them a lot.
That he got so lightheaded he had to sit down.
Who you hang out with says a lot about you.
And Chelsea told him that she loves him, whole heart, blah blah blah. That, yeah, romantic sentiment, but
They'll tell me they really liked you.
yeah. He was still trying so hard to swallow that
Have you really worried?
lump in his stomach, in his
You're
throat.
like in a mood.
He did try to say to Chelsea that he needs to hear it because the last few days have been weighing on him heavily, going as far as to say, that he almost went home that morning. And then the look on Chelsea's face went from ecstasy to disbelief. Like, she was so disappointed. She's not daft. The girl is not daft at all. She knows full well the gravity of her celebrity comment and is questioning if Jimmy and her are on the same page. And I don't know how Chelsea would want to push for an answer from Jimmy about his initial reaction to, to her, to how she looked to him initially, because
like coming up to me and like grabbing my face.
she should know and should remember for always that she locked him down.
I'm so excited.
She locked him down on purpose by telling him that celebrity comment. And then for her to give him the snark about how they didn't touch on his looks, like, girl,
Kissed me one time today.
I'm sorry. Do you own a mirror?
Oh, it made me sad.
Everybody is beautiful in his own,
I was working.
on their own, but
I was concerned.
I did kiss you today.
This morning?
you're making a side snarky comment about his looks, but he can tell you the same exact thing and even go deeper by saying you lied to me about you again looking like a celebrity. I mean,
Before my last meeting of the day.
doesn't she know they record this damn thing? I mean, you lied to the dude. Point blank, period. Grow up. You are damn near 40, or at least they both look like they're in their late 30s. Kudos to Jimmy for wanting to be a reality TV star because, he continued on with the engagement. I mean, he's going through the motions and looks like we'll fake it till he make it, and so will she. So, look, both he and Chelsea, they need to grow up and get to therapy, like all the damn contestants on the show. Dang.
I brought it up because
And
Jeremy brought it up to me.
this episode is not finished because we are off to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic for their honeymoon. The private rooms for each of the couples have private pools, and it's out of control. It looks really nice. I think this is the best honeymoon spot so far from all of the seasons. It's the private pool, like the individual private pools, just like did it for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to make sure that nobody is actually
I'm sorry.
peeing in my pool. So water. So again, I'm just saying.
Also,
Phil Love.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm a huge.
It's just funny how I don't know if it was a joke or he was trying to be snarky, but when Jimmy said he forgot when he got off the plane, he had forgotten how Chelsea looked.
So much of me, and I
Wow.
want you to give me all of
Wow.
you.
I
And
was like,
when you tell
I
me
was
what
like,
it is, it's kind of
how long are you two going to keep up with this charade?
Go through the motions just to.
I mean, obviously time will only tell, and obviously they signed a contract, so they probably have to. They probably have to continue on with the charade. And I don't know why they started talking about Jessica. And it's like, you two are on your honeymoon. Jessica's not even partnered with anyone. Hence, she's not, anywhere near the damn country. And Jimmy tells Chelsea that Jessica had mentioned that Jimmy would regret his decision on not choosing Jessica because
I asked you to marry me because I am 100%
of
invested
her
in
being the
wanting
prom
to
queen. Okay, she didn't say
do
prom queen,
everything
but
in
you
my
know what I
power
mean.
To make you my wife. And
Yeah.
I want to
But then
have
if you're
fun.
looking at
I
like
want that more than anything at this point.
Jimmy's side comments and facial expressions, you know that he already does regret his decision to not pick Jessica.
Today and yesterday, I didn't
And
really feel any way.
yeah. And I really hope, like,
Well, I mean,
Chelsea doesn't try to blindside dates in the real world,
I'm not gonna be able
or
to
has not done
say I
that.
love you every single
You
hour
know?
of the day just because I
Um,
work from home.
Of course, she's not happy
I
because
love you and I really want to make things work, but honestly, I bit the living shit out of
She-
my lip, and it freaking it hurts to talk.
she's very
you know,
insecure
and
about
I
her
really do that.
physical appearance. So,
I really do
hearing that
care
comment
about you,
about
but
what Jessica said to Jimmy,
truthfully,
I don't think Jessica was pertaining to Chelsea per se when she said that to Jimmy, that you're gonna need an EpiPen to open up your airways,
Well,
you
you're
know,
saying
when you
want
see me
to
and
give
things
you
like
more
that.
love and affection, and I feel like you're giving me too much.
Clingy?
But
I
could
feel
also
like
be like the competitor in her
When you're calling me
obviously
clingy?
kicked in.
That was
but-
fucking rude.
I still felt
I have
like
told you I love you
she was
more than
speaking
any
for
of you guys
herself.
have told
She
me.
wasn't speaking for,
Shit about
you know,
them.
anybody
saying, I have
else.
told
'Cause
you in
I don't
excess of
think
amount in
she
my
saw
opinion.
anybody else as competition.
I have told you
So,
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I
Anyway.
admit it every time I told you.
We have Laura and
really
Jeremy,
love
and I still don't know if I can see them lasting. She really does strike me as someone who needs to like mold Jeremy into the mate that she has envisioned for herself. It's like his sense of self being so free and high energy maybe is a stumbling block
That's why I
for
chose you.
their relationship to move forward and get deeper.
Done talking.
I mean,
I feel like shit.
she also seems to me like she's a closet pot stirrer
I'm
who
telling you how I
prefers to
feel.
be in control.
I'm telling you how I feel.
But like,
Okay,
you know,
listen, that says a lot. If
I-
that's how you feel, I do not ever want to be with
she'll
someone
stir the
who says
pot,
I'm too
but like
clingy, especially
she
someone
won't
who
admit that
fucking
she is the
railways
source
That's
of
not
the
your whole
issue.
personality now. I'm saying the last few days.
And of course, I would be remiss if I don't mention my fave couple. Hello,
Well,
Amy
expect
and
a lot
Johnny.
less from me now,
They
so
are
that's
still
not
as in
cool.
love as when they saw each other and they met and at the reveal. And though Amy admits to having been attracted primarily to darker-haired, more ethnic-looking men in the past,
Never tell me you
she
love
does
me.
not regret at all her choice in Johnny.
I
Oh,
rolled out of
these
bed late
two.
this morning. I went straight to work and as I get out
And
of work,
now
I come down here and meet your friends.
We are on to AD and
And the
Clay.
first thing out of your mouth is I'm clingy.
AD and Clay.
You started causing
Oh
these
my,
problems and
oh my.
digging for shit the
Clay
second
is still the
you
guy I
started.
feel is really heavily attracted to AD based on her physical
I'm
attributes.
about to marry
She
you.
is very good looking.
Yeah.
She is a 10 out of 10. She takes care of herself.
Deal for me.
He really
It's a huge
doesn't
deal for
strike
me
me as
too.
someone who is serious enough to get married.
I cooked you dinner.
I am
stayed by
thankful you put me down.
myself.
There's like little rays of sunshine with that. And then he breaks through with his childlike questions about like wedding rings and such. Like it's not coming off as cute. It's coming off as immature. You're in your
If you're
30s.
gonna bring up the sex,
It's just not
you're the
cute
one that wanted to have sex.
at all.
Also, maybe one a little bit
And our last honeymooners are Kenneth and Brittany, who are also very in sync and have yet to really have any significant discussions, aka arguments. They seem to really jive, and I would love to see them thrive, just like Amy and Johnny. But wait, before the episode ends, Chelsea is still here on our screens, still trying to reel in a compliment from Jimmy. And when she asked him what the first thing was that he noticed at the reveal, he said, "Oh, it's your big teeth," because he's keeping it PG. Oh my god, no sir. No sir, no sir. You are dodging the question for rails. And as Chelsea keeps prodding him, he says it's her boobs. Like, yeah, okay. You, cheese nuts. Pull out the ironing board and start ironing. Y'all need to just iron it. Yeah, iron things out between the two of y'all. Let it all out. You don't like her, and for her part, she's desperate to keep her prize from the prom queen. And while Jimmy is professing that he still feels the same as they were in the pods in their dates for Chelsea, his tone, his facial expressions, his demeanor with her, towards her,
Not as matching. Are you kidding me?
belie his true answers. Chelsea, for all of her desperation for affirmation,
No, you do.
she's questioning if his answers are real, and I would, but at the same time, again, I would give him greater grace or more grace simply because you dragged him here. You tugged on his emotions, and you knew he was more concerned about physicalities. So you dropped that. I'm a celebrity lookalike. But then again, I'm just saying, these are her faults, and hopefully she can get past her insecurities. Like in all aspects of her personality, it's just out of control. Again, darlings, that is it for season 5. That is it for episode 5 of Love is Blind season 6. Don't forget again to please like, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment and share with me your thoughts. Who are you rooting for? Maybe you have a better opinion on like some of my little snarky comments on some of the contestants. And also, before I forget, continue to be fabulous little you, because that's all you can be, is fabulous little you. And although it's hard, do try to leave some grace for others. And as well, remember to journey in gratitude. Darling dears, I shall see you on the next one. Bye for now.